Chapter 17. The War After a War. I talked to Ciel about what happened yesterday. And Ciel told me the reason why Shizue-san decided to be genderless like me. Ciel, why didn't you tell me about Shizue-san's decision? The individual named Shizue Izawa wants to tell it herself. I see, but why she have to be genderless like me? Master, do you remember what happened 5 years ago after the Great Tenma War? I forgot, can you tell me? Master, you didn't stop asking me to bring back your reproductive organ. Wait, the great incident. Yes, Master, after the news spread out that you finally have a gender, it started a great war among women. The people that started that war was Shion, Shuna, Ruminas, Milam, Testarossa, Carrera, Ultima, and Chloe. Now I remember, but still, why would Shizue-san need to be genderless? Because knowing you, Master, you will ask me to put your cell into Shizue so the both of you can have children, and that news will lead to a greater war. I see how much destruction did it dealt to the whole world. 56% is the destruction that results in a great fall of the economy of every country. Now I remember. I was at the bath that time, and that stupid Benimaru said, "Your thing is really big, Rimuru-sama." The girls from the other bath destroyed the wall to take a look, but I changed to my slime form. After a week, Shion, Shuna, Ruminas, Milam, Testarossa, Carrera, Ultima, and Chloe debate who should be my legal wife, and that debate led to a war among that woman. They even destroy the reception hall in my house. But luckily Demon Lord Guy stopped all of them. And Guy blamed me for what happened. And after that event I didn't dare to bring back my son. I see you know me. But I have a suggestion that can resolve this. What is it, Ciel? You can create a parallel existence of Shizue and yourself and bring it to the world you came from, Master. I see, but Shizue-san hasn't seen me in my real human form. I already showed her, Master. You did? Yes, Master. But I'm a mess in my real human form. No, Master, I have evidence to prove it. Really? But I'm actually a real mess back then. That's what you look like when you're still in your 20s, Master. I didn't know. It's because you've only thought about work and manga back then, Master. Is that so? Maybe I'm really just dedicated to my work back then, hahaha. After my conversation with Ciel, I got back to my paperwork. Rimuru-sama, here's the other paper you asked, Shion said. Thank you, Shion, I replied. You look kinda tired, Rimuru. Do you want me to cook you some lunch? She said with sparkle in her eyes. You don't have to, Shizue-san, cook me some lunch, hahaha. Shion is beautiful, but I already how terrible she is in cooking, especially right now she doesn't have her unique skill cook. I see, she said. Oh, can you give this document to Rigard, I asked. Yes, Rimuru-sama, Shion replied and blasted away. That was a great excuse. Now then, Ciel, King Gazel will arrive tomorrow, right? Yes, Master, he will arrive at the same time. Thank you, Ciel. After my work I decided to visit Voldora inside the imaginary space, and what I saw shocked me. The whole place was a mess. Kuahaha, Rimuru, my friend, I didn't know you would visit today. He said, trying to make some excuse. Voldora, don't try to make some excuse why the whole place is a mess, I asked him. Well, you see, I'm really busy reading the book that you give me, and I'm currently practicing how to apologize to Ruminas, Kuahaha, he said, but is lying. Well, you better practice, because after all the work in the town is done I will release you, and I will send you to where Ruminas is, I said, and Voldora panicked. And I just visited to bring you some snacks again, I said, and gave him 3 baskets of sweets. Kuhahaha, how thoughtful of you, Voldora replied. Now I will go back to my work, I said, and say my goodbyes. That was close, Voldora said. Voldora-sama, you're not good at lying or making excuse, Ifrit said. Kuahaha, he just laughed and sat on his chair and ate. Chapter 18. Connection. Today is the day King Gazel will visit my growing nation. When we see the arriving Pegasus Knight, we immediately head towards the town entrance. It's good to see you again, King Gazel. I'm happy that you're in good health, Kajin greeted him while kneeling. It's been a while, Kajin, King Gazel said. You're the same slime back then, am I right? He asked me. Yes, I said, and transformed to my human form. So what is your business in my town, King Gazel? I asked him. I'm here to see for myself if you're an evil being or not, he said, and hold his sword. So you're gonna use your sword to determine if I'm an evil being, I said. You quite sharp, he said. Then I shall be the witness to this duel, Trainee-san said. The Dryad, the captain of the Pegasus Knight, said. Now let's begin, Trainee-san said. King Gazel rushes to me and strikes me with his sword, but I block it with my sword. I didn't unsheath my sword because it's gonna break his sword. Then after 3 more attacks, he used his final attack on me. But I can see it. I block it and the duel is over. Haha, you are not an evil being, you are kind for not unsheathing your sword, he said. After that King Gazelle meets Hakuro again. After that talk, we enjoy our meal. Rimuru, who is this lady? She's giving a very powerful aura, King Gazelle asked. Oh, this is Shizue Izawa, she's my wife, I said, making Shizue-san a little embarrassed while making Shuna and Xian jealous. Shizue Izawa, the champion from 50 years ago, the leader of the Pegasus Knight, asked. Yes indeed, I said, and all of them were shocked. I see. So Rimuru, do you want to enter a diplomatic relationship with my nation? King Gazelle said. That will be great, I replied. Now then, all you need is to name your nation, Gazelle said. Should I give it another name or just stick with the old one? Master, I recommend naming it the Great Kingdom of Tempest. Oh, that's nice, thanks Ciel, you're a great help every time. Phew phew phew. How about the Great Kingdom of Tempest? I asked him. Ha ha ha, has such a wonderful name, Gazelle said. Now our nation is the Great Kingdom of Tempest, and the rulers of this kingdom is the king and queen are Rimuru-sama and Shizue-sama, Benimaru said. And this town shall be called Rimuru, Rigard said. I agree with what you said, Rigard-san, Shizue-san said. Capital city Rimuru, such a wonderful name, Xian said. After that feast, our nation is now called the Great Kingdom of Tempest. The next day King Gazelle left, but he will be back after 2 days to bring Vesta here. Right now I'm in my house because I deserve a little break. He too much work, I guess, Shizue-san said. Yes, I just finished it all so I can go home early, I said, and because I wanted to spend half of the day with Shizue-san, I already spent the other half with Ciel. I can't have a favorite among them, so I give them equal time and attention. Haha, I see, you know I can help you with some work if you want, Shizue-san said. No, it's alright, it's my job, but there's something I wanted to give to you, I said, and gave Shizue-san some documents. You building a school, Rimuru-san, she said with excitement. I know she loves teaching children and the children in Ingrasha will study here as well. Yes, you can teach there if you want, Shizue-san, I know you love teaching children, I said, and Shizue-san hugged me. Thank you, now I have some work to do, she said happily. I can't blame her because the only thing she does is housework. I also assigned Haruna to be your assistant, I said. Haruna will more likely be the cooking teacher. Thank you, Rimuru-san, she thanked me again. It's no big deal, it's my responsibility to make my wife happy after all, I said, and she blushed. After that the sun set down and we decided to sleep. The next day is the start of construction of the school. And I'm planning to make this town not that advanced because I kinda remember causing too many problems because of Tempest's advancement. Rimuru-sama, the school is gonna be finished after 2 weeks thanks to Geld's men, Rigard said. Thank you, that means the children here will start learning after 2 weeks, I said. By the way, Rigard, how are our food and other supplies going? I asked. It's doing fine, Rimuru-sama, nothing to be worried about, Rigard said. I see, then tell me if something happens, I said. Yes, Rimuru-sama, Rigard said. Chapter 19. The Demon Lord's Arrival. After King Gazelle brought Vesta to our kingdom, I already prepared a lab for him. As for Gabiru and his men, I named all of them Sauka. And the town's growth is getting faster now. The problem I have to face is Milim. Nice, I would like to investigate this toy myself, Milim said. Now Milim, we have a non-aggression pact with the Forest of Jura, Clayman said. Non-aggression pact, now that Voldora is gone we can do anything, Milim said. You're right, Clayman agreed. Now I'm off, no interfering on my business, okay Clayman, free and carrion, Milim said. All of them just nodded. At Rimuru's house. I be going now, I said. Okay, good luck for today, Shizue-san said and kissed me on the cheek. Ciel, she's gonna be here now, right? Yes, master, she will arrive in 30 seconds. Okay, now let's go on the hill. On the hill. Demon Lord Milim will arrive in 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And Demon Lord Milim landed on the same spot like last time. Nice to meet you, I'm the one and only Dragonoid, also known as the Destroyer Demon Lord Milim Nava, she said proudly. Nice to meet you, Demon Lord Milim, I said. You're the one that defeated the Orc Lord, right? She asked. Yes, it's me, I said. So what is your business here, Demon Lord Milim? I asked. Nothing, I just came by to say hello, she replied. Oh, okay, see ya, I said. No, wait, I also want to fight you, she said. It's because you can hide your magical perfectly, master, and she found it suspicious, especially since even her dragon eye can't sense your power, master. Is that so? No thank you, I said, and the only thing I can use to prevent this fight is this. I take out a jar of honey and open it, and the smell of it attracts Milim's nose. "Oh, what this smell, what are you eating?" she asked. "It's honey, want some?" I asked her. "Yes, yes, please," she said, and I gave her the jar, and she immediately took it and ate it. "Delicious, I have never tried this food before, delicious," she said. "Hey, why don't you become a demon lord? I'm sure you can take a sit among us," she said. "I don't know about that, is there something good being a demon lord?" I asked, but I already knew her answer. "Lots of strong people will fight you," she said. "I already have a lot, is there any other reason?" I asked. "You can boss around Majin and humans," she said. "Does that mean you're just bored?" I said, and her face showed an expression of shock. "Well, I'm gonna go back to the town now, I have lots of work to do." I stand up and I'm ready to work, but Milim take my hand. "Please take me to your town," she said. Okay, just don't cause any trouble and don't destroy a thing," I said, making sure she wouldn't make Rigard have high blood pressure. "That's rude," she said. "Okay, you can call me Rimuru, I just call you Milim," I said. "Be grateful, only the other demon lord can call me by my name," she said. And we headed to the town and I introduced her to my people. All of them were shocked because it was Milim. And she looks like a kid compared to me. My appearance is a mature woman or man. I bring her to my house and introduce her to Shizue-san. "Nice to meet you, I'm Demon Lord Milim," she said. "Nice to meet you, Milim-chan, I'm Shizue." Shizue-san introduced herself to Milim. "By the way, what are you doing in my bestie's house?" she asked. I live here with Rimuru-san," she said. "And what else?" Milim asked. "I'm also her wife," Shizue-san replied. "Wife? What's a wife, is that some kind of food?" she asked, "but if you ask me something close Haha, here, let me explain." Shizue-san explained it to her. Then Shizue-san cooked something for her and they got along with each other fast. Another demon lord's pav. "What a waste, I like to pay a visit myself, but it looks like Milim got here before I do," Ruminas said. "Ruminas-sama, what are you doing in this kind of place?" Lewis asked. "There's no need for you to know, I will go back now, someone got here first before I do," Ruminas said. After his work, Rimuru got back home seeing Milim in her room sleeping. Rimuru looks at the sky full of stars. "Is something bothering you, Rimuru-san?" Shizue asked me. "Yes, actually," I said. "You can tell me, maybe I can help," she said, then smiled. "I was just thinking, if one day a human nation attacks this town, it's gonna start a war, and I need to defend this kingdom, even it means killing humans," I said. "Well, we can't really avoid that kind of thing, but if that day comes, even if it means killing humans, I do it to defend this town. Every person living in this town is my family now, so I will defend them even against humans," Shizue-san said. I told her about the future, but I only tell what happened to her and to the kids as well as Yuuki. "Thank you, Shizue-san, that helps," I said and smiled back at her. "Haha, I must help you, besides Ciel-chan also told me you're having some trouble making decisions," she said. Shizue-san and Ciel are like best friends, but both of them scare me when they start whispering at each other. "Let's go to sleep now, we have a big day tomorrow," I said. "Haha, okay," Shizue-san replied. Chapter 20. Visitor. In the kingdom of Blumid, two men are talking about the newly found kingdom. The great kingdom of Tempest, a nation of monsters. One of the men decided to investigate this kingdom, so he took 3 people with him. "Let's meet this slime you're talking about," Fuse said. "Yes sir, but can we use before?" Cable finished his words. "No, we will walk, it's been so long since I had an adventure," Fuse said. Inside the forest of Jura. "Are you sure this is the right way?" Fuse asked. "Of course sir," Elin said. "Oh, what's this white stuff?" Cable poked the night spider web, and you all know what happened. "Yoram's party." "Wait, I can hear something," Young said and used his skill and saw 4 people running towards their location. The 4 people came out of the bush and you decided to make a move so that his party wouldn't get hurt. "Oh, Cable-san," a goblin said. "Gobta-kun," Cable said. "You like fighting, but I will take your prey. You're for dinner tonight," Gobta said, and cut the night spider. "You're kidding me," you said, and shock a mere goblin take down a night spider. "This thing is delicious, you know," Gobta said. "Thank you for the help, Gobta-kun," Cable said. "No need, I just happened to meet you all. By the way, why are you here?" Gobta asked. "We're here to talk about something with Rimuru-san," Cable said. "And we like to visit Shizue-san as well," Elin said. "Oh, I see, then I can accompany you until we reach the town," Gobta said. "That's helpful, thank you again, Gobta-kun," Cable said. They all walked towards the town. "By the way, Gobta, how's Shizue-san doing?" Elin asked. "Oh, Shizue-sama is doing great," Gobta said. "Shizue-sama?" Elin asked. Oh right, you didn't know Rimuru-sama and Shizue-sama are married now, and they are the ruler of the great kingdom of Tempest, Gobta said. Ah, I didn't know, Elin said in shock. Haha, I can't blame you, Elin-san, only the people of Tempest know about it, Gobta said. Damn it, I wasn't prepared, I don't even have enough money to give them a gift, Elin said. Don't worry, we will have money next time, and we will give them the most beautiful gift we can buy, Kavel said. So is it true that your ruler Rimuru defeated the Orc Lord, Fuse asked Gobta. Rimuru-sama indeed ended the Orc Lord fast, so the casualties will lessen a bit, Gobta said. I see, Fuse said in shock. He defeated the Orc Lord fast, that mean this ruler of the monsters is really strong despite being a slime, Fuse said in his mind. At the entrance of the town. Is there a festival going, Gobta-kun? Kavel said. No, we're just gonna have dinner, Gobta said. And by the way, fighting is prohibited inside the town, please remember, Gobta added. Okay, we will remember that, Elin said. By the way, do you want to go directly to Rimuru-sama or have some dinner first, Gobta said. We will go meet your ruler now, we will join after we talk some stuff, Fuse said. Okay, just go straight to that huge building, Gobta said and left them. On Rimuru's office. Rimuru-sama, some humans want an audience with you, Xian said. Okay, I will be there and tell Haruna to take Shizue-san here, I said to Xian. Rimuru-san, it's been so long, how are you, Elin said. I'm totally fine, thanks for asking, Elin, I replied, and the other executive arrived. By the way, Rimuru-san, there's some new faces here, Kavel said. Oh, this is Shuna, Xian, Sae, Hakuro, Kurab, and Benameru, I said, and after I said that Shizue-san arrived. Shizue-san, how are you, Elin said and hugged Shizue-san. I'm doing okay, how about you, Shizue-san asked. We're doing fine as well, Elin replied. So the kingdom of Blummet and Falmouth came to investigate this nation, I asked them. Yes, Fuse got cut off. Why do all of you take orders from a slime, Yam said, but Shizue-san grabbed his hair and said. That's my husband, you looking down, I give you a warning, this time one more bad word came of your mouth, and I will cut one of your arms off, Shizue-san said with a murderous aura. Yes ma'am, Yaum said with a scary tone. I can't blame him, my wife sure is scary, she's mostly the reincarnation of fear if I say. I want good terms with humans, so I like to establish friendly relations with your kingdom like the relation my kingdom has with Dworgen, I said, and then Fuse was shocked at what he heard, but Vesto explained everything to him, but someone had to show up. Hey Rimuru, have you decided to become a demon lord, Milim said, breaking the wall. No Milim, I have a lot of work to do, I said. Rimuru don't know that girl is, Fuse asked. Oh, that's Demon Lord Milim, I said. Fuse fainted in fear. I can't blame him, Milim is one of the strongest demon lords out there.